Hello everyone and welcome to ROKStudios. I'm Lucy Caton, the brand lead for Europe, Middle East and Africa at Rockwell Automation. And I'm joined today by Meghna Subramani, EMEA Commercial Product Manager at Rockwell Automation. Meghna, welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
And Ashkan Ashouriha, Chief Architect for Global Portfolio Engineering at Rockwell Automation. Ashkan, welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
So today we're going to be talking about data strategy and governance for digital transformation. It's a really exciting and important topic. So let's get right into it. So Ashkan, I'd like to start with you first. So my first question is, what are some common mistakes that companies make in their data strategies, in your opinion?
One of the main reasons that the majority of the initial digital transformation initiatives are failing is the missing of a data strategy, and part of the data strategy is the governance. So when people want to do digital transformation, everybody's excited. They are not looking at what is under the surface. Under the surface, you have to understand the quality of data, who owns what, do I have a strategy? Because maybe I have the wrong data, right? And I need different data. I have to store the data, I have to pay for the data. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I'm losing money. Those kind of things are currently, that's part of the transformation, and literally transformation, where people are learning. Over 1 decade, people are talking about digital transformation. That is one of the lessons learned. Oh yeah, we should maybe start thinking about the strategy first.
That's great insight. And I think, so talking about some of the common mistakes that companies make, Meghna, in your opinion, what are some of the negative impacts that can arise from neglecting a robust data strategy?
So I think that the core of having a data strategy ultimately is focused around the outcomes that you want to achieve as an organization. And one of the key outcomes that a lot of organizations want to achieve is to gather business intelligence from data, and then also to be able to make decisions based on that data. So when they don't have a robust data strategy, in the sense that maybe the data that they've collected is not of good quality, or the data that they've collected is incomplete, that means that they cannot put that data together, bring all of those different sources of data together, and create those business insights that then their senior leaders can use to make decisions for the organization. So that can be one of the biggest impacts of not having a good data strategy. I think that also in the current climate where security is such a huge focus, not having a good data strategy can also result in the loss of data or the theft of data, which probably you don't want as an organization, because that can have a huge impact on your operations.
That's great insight. And you touched there on the importance of data. So Ashkan, if I could ask you, how important really is an effective data strategy as technology continues to develop?
So I like to use the example of, you're going to grocery, you can buy different vegetables, right? If you don't have a strategy, it means you don't know what you want to cook. Maybe you forgot something to buy, or you bought the wrong things, right? You don't know. It means the importance is super critical. You have really to understand, okay, my goal is now to, I don't know, increase quality, increase maybe a better understanding of, hey, where can I save energy? You need data for that. So there is no way around all those different outcomes. So the goal, you need always digital transformation, but digital transformation is always a little bit buzzworded, and the people stops there because they're excited enough about that, but you need a data strategy because you don't know what you don't know. Is it the right data, right? And decades ago, when cloud computing starts, the message was, hey, push everything to the cloud. That everything is everything. So, and means, but some moment you're figuring out, oh, I'm continuing pushing, and the business model is not working because I'm paying a lot. It's adding terabytes of data. But do I really need those data? What am I doing with that? And that's part of the problem. And it's to simplify it again, data strategy can be, I'm looking into, okay, this is my outcome. Which type of data really do I really need for it? Break it down to the sensors. Okay, that data created by that sensor have to go through all my enterprise to the cloud as giving me, or on-prem, giving me that outcome. So it means it's more this reverse strategy. You're starting with the outcome, what you really need, and then doing some reverse engineering, going back. So, oh, okay, yeah, I got it. This is this. Tick the box, right? Instead of mass terabytes of data and you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. And I think not just important, but critical to have a data strategy. So, Meghna, my final question to you is, what are some of the key target areas for manufacturers to focus on to develop a successful data strategy, in your opinion?
I think that data strategy for an organization is really custom to that organization. So you need to think about what are the business outcomes that you want to achieve. And then based on that, you need to also put in a data governance program in place for your organization. What does that mean? So how are you collecting the data? Who's responsible for data? Who has the accountability? What is the security in place for the data that you're collecting? So you need to start with the business outcomes, what you want to achieve, then that plays into what your data strategy is, and that's overall outlined by what is your data governance policy as an organization.
Fantastic. Thank you, Meghna. Meghna, Ashkan, it's been fantastic to have you in the studio today. Thank you very much for sharing your insights and perspectives.
Thank you so much.
So much.
And thank you for watching. If you'd like to learn more about data strategy and governance, visit www.rockwell.com.